Immersions, where I am joined by Mr. Swole Alpha. What's your thing? What are you doing online? Why do you have a presence?
All right. So the purpose of Swole Alpha is basically creating the ultimate male. So I'm an IFBB pro bodybuilder as well. So my channel is not just about just dating, but it's just about you as a male working on yourself, fitness, dating, business, positive mindset, the whole entire thing. You know, you are who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Growing up, I wasn't the most popular kid. I wasn't always in the best circle. Kiwi. Um, so I realized that you are a product of your own environment.
Absolutely.
And so I was always surrounded by a lot of negativity growing up, and that caused me not to believe in myself in certain things.
Really? What kind of negativity when you say that?
Like kids, they see you, they might see something in you, and they might get jealous of you. They want to, dog you out. They want to talk about you every single day. And when that's being instilled from you as a little kid, everybody's trying to put you in their box, right, of who you are, who they expect you to be, which is pretty much nothing. That can have an effect on you overall, and make you not to believe in yourself, So, such as going after a crazy dream as, being a pro bodybuilder. I remember telling my track coaches this kind of like the last day of high school. Like I was like, I don't want to pursue track and field no more. I want to do this bodybuilding thing. It's something in my heart that, that God has placed in me to go out there and chase. And they laughed and said, good luck.
Let's talk about you though, man. What are your stats? Because those deltoids, you need a separate camera for those. That one there, bro. God damn, I feel like the deflated alpha with you on the show here.
Everybody wants to know the bench, right? So I bench press about mid 400s.
Wow, for reps?
Yeah, for a few reps. But I mostly stick around when I'm like really deep in prep. I'm gonna stick around like 405 for like 10 reps. So I do have a goal of bench pressing 500, but I don't know. I might have to hit 30 before I do that because that's a lot of weight.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Good time to be alive.
Yeah.
And how tall are you? How much do you weigh?
I'm 6'1". Right now, I'm 238 pounds.
God damn, you are huge, bro. I am 5'10" and like 185. But listen, I've been businessman last year, so I'm definitely not on the same level of fitness as you. Did you watch that Michael Jordan, the Bulls documentary recently on Netflix?
Yeah.
I didn't know. The real genius behind that is Phil Jackson and of course Michael Jordan himself, because he always talks about mindset. He practiced Zen Buddhism. Obviously, I'm in Asia, so man, that was a powerful documentary. Did you watch it all?
I loved it, and I don't know if I enjoyed a documentary more than I did that one. And just to see that determination, like everybody wants to know what the it factor is. And what Michael Jordan displayed in that documentary was just total work ethic, total obsession, and he will just drill you. He would do anything possible to make sure that you're the best version of yourself so we can win the championship each and every year. He didn't care if he had to be mean, if he had to yell at you, if he had to humiliate you. He was going to do everything possible to win. And looking back, I know his players might have been intimidated by him. His teammates might have been intimidated by him or hated him during the time. But I think all of them looking back now, they realize why he was the way he was, because they all are remember now, Everybody is remember that we're on those teams. They built a legacy that will never be forgotten. I mean, just think about it. Think about all the players that has come and gone in the league that will never be remembered, that will never be mentioned. Like for instance, in my opinion, I think Carmelo Anthony.
Poor Carmelo Anthony.
Really good player too.
Yeah.
Talented,
just going from bad team to bad team, waste the time in the Nuggets and the Knicks.
He chased the money and he didn't chase, the titles. Whereas, in my opinion, I think that if you win the championships now, you're gonna actually make more money years after you retire, because everybody's gonna want to work with you afterwards. Like I feel like one of the smartest players in the league right now is the guy from Golden State Warriors, Thompson.
Oh, really? Klay Thompson?
Yeah, Klay Thompson. He actually doesn't take the biggest contracts to stay in Golden State because he knows there that they're going to win. And he's going to be remembered because he's winning the championships, you know?
The only thing that matters as man is fucking winning.
That's
okay?
it.
That's all that fucking matters.
I'm in a position to where I want to level up, and I wanted to take my life to the next level. And I do believe that, hey, you need a sacrifice. There is a time where you need to be like, okay, if a girl comes my way right now, great. But this right here is my main focus.
Yeah. You know, let's talk about, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. Another thing, I think that's the guy that put his mission as purpose foremost. Because, okay, Jeff Bezos, we got to consider him alpha. There's no way in hell you're going to tell me he's not alpha.
I say business alpha, man beta, like red pill beta.
Yeah, because just a man that's that focused and is going to build an empire like that, I don't think that it is my women that are really the forefront.
No.
I don't think he was growing up and like, man, I gotta get some tail, I gotta get some Wu-Tang right now. Like, I think that he was really concerned with making his dream happen. And, the woman came along, he didn't know. He doesn't know. It's not his world. And, it gets successful, and then the rest is, goes from there.
Let's talk about bodybuilders for a second. A lot of bodybuilders are simps with low self-esteem.
Without a doubt, yeah. I think I'm actually the first IFBB Pro bodybuilder to do anything like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most of them, if you go on their pages, they got a girlfriend. They're married, and they're sipping hard for them. I mean, it's like I'm talking about like pouring their heart out.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, and I'm like, I actually learned not to do that, John, from dating a lot of women, because I seen that the moment that I did that, I validated them, and then you can see their attraction drop for you.
Dude, yes, you can literally see it. You got to, as a man, you just got to keep that side, like, and appreciate it on your own. Like, yo, thank God this is like, doing well.
Because what that is when you posting girls up on social media, what you're telling that girl is, you're so high value, Your Highness, that I want to show you off to all my friends because you are that high. And guess what? I was instinctively thinking like that. I was like, man, this girl is hot, and I want to show everybody that I got this hot girl, and I'm on a date with her, and we are having fun, and everybody is going to see how great I am.
Oh, yeah.
That's like,
yes,
and then she's just getting completely turned off like this guy. And she's not doing that to you. She's not posting you up on her page or on her story, especially when she's not doing that. That's the worst thing. I was so blue-pilled. I was so brainwashed by the movies and watching guys chase after girls and complimenting them. I literally thought that was the right thing to do. Look, she needs to be this, she needs to be that. And if she's not, then I don't want to deal with her. That's high value. That is putting a standard on yourself, And I don't think guys are doing that nowadays.
Yeah.
They are so, just so brainwashed by the Wu-Tang. I got to do whatever it takes. I got to prove myself to her. And that's the mindset that needs to change.
Yeah.
No. She needs to prove herself to you, because at the end of the day, you are bringing more value into the relationship than she will ever will. Mm-hmm. It is in the Bible. Mm-hmm. When Adam and Eve came from Adam's rib, so that she can serve Adam. It's in the Bible. The Bible is the most red pill book that you can read, and so it is unnatural for men to be underneath a woman, trying to prove themselves to a woman. And that is why when you try to validate them, when you overpedalize them, the attraction drops to you, because God did not make them like that.
Oh, yeah.
But the world and entertainment and this whole feminist movement is the works of the devil, and it's literally trying to uncreate what was naturally created by God.
Do you notice like a lot of the propaganda now? Like, have you been noticing everything is like, white men are bad, straight white men are bad, gay guys are like sassy and so smart and rich.
Yeah.
White women is number one, and then now the black male is her like little sidekick that she has to be like roll her eyes like, you're my hero, but like, why don't you get with the feminist movement, basically?
So I was listening to a podcast, and I was on a ride with a girl, and he was talking about having no excuses. You create your own reality, and how people are just soft nowadays and just don't want to put in the work. And so she was saying to me how, okay, I see how he's motivating. I see that, but he doesn't know what it's like to be a woman. He doesn't know what it's like to be gay. He doesn't know what it's like to be black.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought to myself, I started getting a little offended, but then I have the ability to really think outside the box and really put myself into other people's perspectives. And I told myself, I said, she's not really coming from a bad place here. She really do believe into the whole entire victim mentality. And yes, do women have to overcome barriers more so than a white man does? Does black people do? Do gay men do? Of course.
Yeah.
But the whole entire thing is this. Why give into that? Why spend all your time complaining, whining, oh, why is me? When I can pull up a guy who clearly had to go through so much to get to where he's at in life.
Yeah.
And still make it. Okay, why am I so special that I can't put it in the work as the next man can?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm coming from. It's like, okay, yeah, you might be born with less than, but you still have the opportunity to do more.
I hate the victim mindset, bro. I hate it. No, I'm not joking. Like, I'm not saying it for YouTube. Like, I have an anger problem where I hate people like when they try to hit me with that victim mindset and try to prove to me like, no, I'm a victim, therefore you have to feel sorry for me and like you have to accept my perception of reality, which is a victim mindset. And also, victims are losers. Victims don't get what they want. That's why they are victims, right? Because if they were winners, they would not be a victim. They would be having, great lives and not, you know what I mean?
There's two types of people in this world. One will look at a person that's successful, will get inspired, and will want to hustle harder and learn from that person. And there's the other person that's going to hate on that person and say, oh, well, he got that because of this, because he was born in that family, because he's that color, and wouldn't even want to listen to what that guy has to say.
Yeah.
Growing up, if you read books, if you try to become something more other than a rapper, you are considered acting white. I grew up with that mentality. You are acting white because you're reading book. Oh, you talk proper. You know how to, you're speaking the correct grammar. You're acting white. That is the victim mentality. Because think about this.
What is wrong with acting white? Because that's not being white has nothing to do with speaking properly. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. Like, be educated, speak well, have a good vocabulary, look somebody in the eye when you talk to them.
But that's the brainwashing, and that's the slave. That's not only a victim mindset. That now we're getting into a slavery mindset. So this is what your characteristics of being white is: smart, well spoken, can lead a crowd, can start a business, be very successful in life. Those are the characteristics of acting white.
Yeah.
It's
it's stupid.
And so since I want more out of my life, because I got my own personal training business, and I'm gonna tell you, most of my clients, they're millionaires. Do you think that I would have been able to get those clients if I was walking around with my pants sagging down, cursing all the time, can't talk proper, can't put a sentence together? Do you believe that I'll get that clientele, the clientele that you need to get to be successful as a personal trainer?
Yeah.
There's no way in hell. If you don't become a rapper, if you don't become an NBA player, other than that, you're acting white. If you try to be successful in any other avenue other than that, you are acting white, and that's the brainwashing that us black men have to deal with living in America. I mean, it's disgusting. It really is. It's disgusting, you know. And I love rap. I love the whole entertainment aspect, but I know how to separate it. I know how to say, hey, this is entertainment. This is something that I listen to while I'm working out, you know, just have a good time, or maybe like turn up on a weekend or something like that. But there's so many people that take that literally. 1% that makes it to be that rapper. And everybody, if you drive through the south side of Chicago, I guarantee you're going to see a person in that corner rapping to himself, because he truly do believe that he is going to be the next Boosie. He's going to be the next The Baby. It's like it's just brainwashing. It really is, and it's sickening, and I'm tired of it. And you know what? I'm going to use my platform so I can tell young black men that, hey, you don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to do this. You don't have to be this. You don't have to have your pants sagging down in order to be successful in your life, in order to feel like you're doing your own race, your own kind of disservice if you do this thing your own way.
Yeah.
I believe that our school system here in America is all screwed up. And so while you're in high school, you think that to be successful, you need to go to college. If you don't go to college, then you're going to be a bum, and you know your life is going to suck.
Yeah.
So, but what they don't teach you is they don't teach you finances. They don't teach you, you know, the word investments. They don't teach you how to start up your own business. They don't teach you entrepreneurship at all. They say, hey, you know, do well in high school, try to get in a good college, collect debt, and then once you collect that debt, now you're so much in debt that you got to go back home and live with your parents until you're 30 years old paying this off. So you got a lot of kids now that are not really coming up and doing the things that they want to do, because you got kids that are forced, and they're built this ideology in their mind that they have to go to college, not even knowing what they really want to do yet.
Yeah.
They go to college, swimming around, collecting all this debt. Now you get a degree in medieval sciences.
Yeah.
And then now you're coming back home working at Foot Locker.
Yep.
With $30,000 to $100,000. Some people got as crazy as $300,000 in debt.
Yeah.
You wasted just about all of your 20s now doing nothing, and you're in debt. Whereas now you take the kid who maybe had a blue collar dad. He says, you know what, I'm not going to go, to college. He gets a trade. While he goes for that trade, he gets paid to learn that trade.
Yep.
At the end of it now, he is making 70 to 100K, maybe even more. Maybe that kid is smart and he decides to still live with his parents, right? And he learns finances. He learns how to invest. So if he's making 70 to, let's say, 120K a year, 18 to 25 years old, let's say he saves half of his earnings and he invests those earnings. Wouldn't you say if everything comes together, he'll probably be a millionaire by the time he's 30 years old?
Yep.
Think about it. So you took the kid that went to college and you took the kid that decided to work, save, and invest. They're both now 30. One is in debt, living at home with their parents, and the other is a millionaire balling out in Japan, getting love long time.
Yep.
You see the difference here, but they don't.
Absolutely.
Do that. You're forced, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the brainwashing. Yep. I'm sick of because I knew something was wrong. I knew it in my gut when the first day where you're going to your college orientation, and they say you got to take prerequisites.
Yeah.
And then after you take these prerequisites, then you got to take these pre-courses. And then once you take these pre-courses, then you get into the real courses. And then after the real courses, then you get into your degree. And then after your degree, then, you more than likely is going to have to go get a master's degree. and then after the masters, so it's like they're playing games with you so they can collect the debt. They can collect the debt. Let's listen, guys. For those of you that's listening, if this college campus really cared about you, wouldn't it be like, what do you want to be? I want to be a computer science engineer, and I want to work for this company. Okay, you want to work for this company? All right, I'm going to tell you what they actually do, and I'm going to teach you how to do this job. And for the next 4 years, you're going to perfect the craft of this job.
Yeah.
Why can't it be that way? Why do I have to go and study history if I'm trying to do something completely different? It's clearly a scam.
Mm-hmm.
And people are giving in to the scam, not even realizing it. But since it's such the norm, since we're so brainwashed into thinking that this is the way to be successful, everybody just goes along with it.
Yep. And that's, I see you getting upset there. Let me give you some big brother advice. You got to be happy that you see it like this, because now that you see it, your success is inevitable. I think poverty is a big motivator, but the biggest test of a man, I'm a big fan of George St. Pierre, because, when you got a million broads after you, you got millions of dollars in the bank, you're waking up with silk sheets on your ass, you're just like, there's no urgency to get up out of bed, but you still are determined to be the fucking best. That's the real test of a man.
I remember what he said exactly.
Mm-hmm.
When it's time to party, it's time to party. Time to work, it's time to work.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's why I told you earlier. I said right now, girls, they come great, but I'm not chasing after them. I'm clearly focused. I walk with a purpose.
Yep.
The rest of y'all are just clowns. You belong in the circus. This is big business, and we don't stop till the money home. Block shaking, making more buzz than a honeycomb.